Good morning and welcome to Has God Heard From You Today. I am so glad that you decided to tune into us today. Call someone and let them know we're on the air. In this segment of Has God Heard From You Today, we're going to do the Did You Know? And I want to know, did you know that over here in Bossier City, this lovely lady right here, Miss Shirl Brown, with Payless Optical. Welcome to Has God Heard From You Today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
And it's exciting how we met with my sister Mary. We didn't know you were over here. Very reasonable prices, you guys. And I'm telling you, I'm always looking for a good bargain. You will find it here at Payless Optical. Tell them where you're located.
We're located at 3153 East Texas Street in Bossier City. We sit between Sally's Beauty Supply and Big Lots. And we're probably the best kept secret in Bossier. We've been here for over 25 years. And we're family owned, family operated.
Yeah. And the good part about it is, even though the prices are so reasonable, because my sister Mary needed glasses and we were just trying to find a reasonable place, and we didn't know not only Mary is happy with her glasses, but the prices for the quality, it really is. So I'm not kidding you guys. And when you find something good, you want to share it with others. But there's another thing, many things that is the reason I'm here today, and that's because of your testimony with Payless Optical and how it came about. So she's going to share a little bit of that. I love a story when they're not ashamed to just say, God blessed me with this, God did this. And so
He sure did.
We're ready to hear your story,
Sure
Miss Brown.
I opened this store up probably 28 years ago. I worked for a gentleman that owned it. And back in 2013, he developed cancer and decided that he was going to sell the store. Put the store up on the market, and it didn't sell because he was asking way too much money for it. And I'm 66 at the time in 2013.
Wow, okay, looking good.
So,
Yes.
So I'm old enough to retire, but I get to thinking, a lot of people depend on me because I'm one of the largest Medicaid providers in the state.
Okay.
And we have over 1,500 frames for our Medicaid children to choose from.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at my desk and I'm praying and I'm like, Lord, I know I'm old enough to retire, but I have so many people depending on me.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do? And the owner had already told me that he was going to close the store in January.
Okay.
And so we couldn't allow that. We really couldn't. But I couldn't afford to buy the place either.
All right. All right. Yeah.
So I'm sitting and I'm praying and I'm saying, Lord, tell me what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Help me find what I need to find.
Seeking Him, asking Him,
Asking Him.
Yeah.
And I hear in the back of my head, I hear this tiny little voice, and it says, buy the store. And I'm like, yeah, right.
Okay.
I can't afford it.
Yeah.
So I'm still sitting and I'm still praying and I'm saying, God, I need your help.
Yes.
Just tell me what I'm supposed to do. I hear that voice again. And it's a little stronger.
Yeah.
And it says, buy the store.
Won't He do that?
And I'm like, I can't afford the store, God.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you, help me. Tell me what I'm supposed to be doing.
Wow.
And in a very strong voice, I hear, buy the store.
Right. I think that was 3 times. Wow.
That's it. Third time.
Yeah.
It wasn't 10 minutes after I got that third buy the store.
Yes.
The owner called.
Oh.
He wanted to know if my son was still a doctor.
Okay,
And-
wait a minute. Wait, because I know the audience is just... Are you saying right after you hear the voice, you're listening, then a little after that, you get a phone call from the owner.
Correct.
Confirmation. Come on.
From the owner.
Yeah.
Okay. Wanting to know if my son was still a doctor. And I said, well, he better be.
Okay.
So he said, well, I was wondering if he wanted to buy the store. And I said, no, not at the price you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't ask him to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, oh, no. If he wants it, I'd drop it. And I mean, he went all the way to the bottom.
Oh, Miss.
And I said, well, for that price, I'll buy it.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was
How
just,
awesome is that?
God did it. God did it. He made it to where I could afford it, to where I could keep this business open, and to where I can help children and people that need or live on a fixed income.
Yes.
So they can afford glasses. So I don't worry a whole bunch about my business prospering. But I'm not saying I don't pray about it.
Come on, I'm with you.
I pray about it every morning.
I'm with you.
I pray about it every morning, girl.
Yeah.
But I'm where God wants me to be. I'm almost 70 years old.
Bless you.
So, you know.
I'm just sitting here,
here.
and they know how I get. The audience know because Has God Heard From You Today is about seeking God more, talking to God more, and listening. Seems to me you did all three of those.
I did. And I am so grateful. And God has blessed me every single day.
And you were in I'm not going to say dilemma. You needed to know what he wanted you to do.
Well, I wasn't ready to go home and retire. You know, I really wasn't. Even though I was plenty old enough to. I just wasn't ready.
But he had something else for you to do.
And I knew there was something else.
Oh.
I just needed him to tell me what.
And this is just, we always I get the calls out there, which I know I'm gonna get out the air, saying I can relate to what she's saying, or they'll ask questions. Well, how did you know for sure that you were supposed to step out on this, which you stepped out on faith before, because at first you weren't going to do it. So they'll ask questions. So tell them, when you knew inside you were supposed to do something else.
I kind of knew it the first time I heard the little voice.
Yeah, still
but
small
I was
voice.
In denial.
Okay.
And we all are.
Yes.
When you're fixing to take a big leap in faith.
Of course.
And the second time, I was beginning to get there. And that third time, I'm like, okay, Lord, just show me how. Then when I got that telephone call, I'm like, thank you.
And the price was dropped.
Thank you, Lord.
And the price dropped.
And the price dropped to where I could afford it.
I'm saying, you guys, he'll do that just for you because he knows how to get you to hear him. But the beautiful thing is, Shirl, is that you've been talking to him before this, right? You already had a personal relationship with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's important.
Definitely have a very close relationship with God. I had, my husband had been ill for numerous years. And we had already found out that he just had less than a year or a year to live. We bought the store in September. My husband lived till May after we bought the store.
Okay. So you can remember that closeness to God, and he has his way of getting you close to him. And what I love about what you just said is listening. See, I try to really stress, sometimes you just have to get quiet and listen.
Obedience is the hardest part.
Did you say the word? Come on.
Obedience is it. God is going to tell you what to do and when to do it and how to do it. It's just you have to have the faith and to obey what God is wanting you to do.
And that part right in there, the faith, the stepping out, and I'm talking to me, the faith, the stepping out, it's not always easy to do.
It's not. That's one of the hardest things in the world to do. But if you've got the faith, God's going to take you the rest of the way.
Oh. Now, when you were talking about you were getting ready to retire,
Right.
because I have a friend girl, and I'm forgetting all about the time. I'm forgetting all about the time. We're going to take a break, and then we'll be right back, because I want Miss Brown to tell you about the obedience part, being obedient. We'll be right back.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration.
An innovator.
To be a teacher. Be my teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I'm waiting.
Welcome back, and we are here at the Payless Optical Center. We're in Bossier City. Give them the phone number.
Our telephone number is area code 318-741-0678.
And again for them.
318-741-0678.
And we're going to come back before it, and give you the number again. So get your pencil and paper handy. So now you see why I was excited about doing this. It was nothing but the Lord led us here to this place through my sister Mary, who has special needs, but she likes looking good. So we love to talk about God, and that's first. But God has blessed her with a business. And so do you want to tell them about anything you want to tell them about the glasses? Because Mary, we just found some pretty frames for her. And then when we needed, after she broke them, came back, no problem, to repair them for a small price. I was just really shocked. I really was.
We have best prices in town.
I'm telling you, I was shocked about it. And the reason I'm saying is because they had gone, the people had gone to another place with their glasses, and they told them they couldn't fix them.
Oh, wow.
And we came right here.
We do whatever we can. If we can help someone, we're going to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to overcharge anybody, or if I can't do it, I'll be honest with you and tell you I can't do it. But it's going to be after I've tried. Right.
And that's why I was looking so strange that day I was in here, because when the other young lady that works for you, mm-hmm. she was saying, "Oh yeah, we can do this," and I'm going like, "But I was told that these couldn't be fixed," and so you wonder about that, because
right. A lot of places don't want to take the time because there's not any money involved in that.
Exactly.
Customer service is very important here. Yeah. Okay, we're here because God put us here.
Definitely did.
And so He's going to take good care of us. He's going to give us whatever we need to run this business, to operate it. All we've got to do is have the faith. Okay, our prices is astronomical. Single vision.
You have a bill out here.
Right.
Tell them about that.
Single vision lens and frames is $35.95. Mm-hmm. I have over 1,500 frames for you to choose from. If you wear a bifocal, line bifocals are $69.95. I have the no-line bifocals. We use the top of the line. They're made by Kodak. They're $189.95. But one of the things that I'm the most proud of is that I do Medicaid.
Yeah.
I take Medicaid for children and adults.
That's good.
And that helps so many of our people that live in our area.
And thinking about that with your testimony you just said, when you got ready to retire, you said, "Lord, the people that that I help, they're going to lose that," because you knew that they depend on you to help.
They do depend on me. They really do. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm still here at this age, rather than sitting at home in my rocking chair with my blankie.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. And that's what I was telling you. It reminded me of a young lady. Well, well, she's a friend of mine.
All right.
She has retired. She's has a master's and all of that. She's been a principal. She's taught on the college level and all of that. But she said something was lacking. She still knew. And she went back to school to do what she thought that she should have been doing all those years.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is.
I mean, she doesn't have to go back.
Right.
But something in here.
God tells you when He's not through with you.
See, I told you. See, I told you. I'm trying to. Yeah, you just have to feel her presence. You just have to feel her presence. He does.
Who does?
He
Right.
does. And just because you reach a certain age, does not mean you stop.
Oh, mercy, no. No. You go as long as God tells you you're gonna go.
And what were you saying about the glasses again? We are doing our Did You Know segment, and we want to make sure you get the prices again on those glasses. They are pretty frames, because some of you all know Mary, and Mary likes to look good. Mary says, and I mean beautiful frames in here.
We try to keep as updated as possible. We do business with people that will lower their prices so that they can supply us with the supplies that we need.
Yes.
And we do really well.
Yes.
I'm real proud of that.
She has customers coming in. It's fine, ma'am. We're just telling them about the great place over here. Tell them again where you're located. We want them to know that, especially since you do Medicaid.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're at 3153 East Texas Street, Bossier City, Louisiana. We're in the Bossier Town Shopping Center. We sit between Albertsons and Big Lots, or actually Sally's Beauty Supply and Big Lots, but Albertsons is also over here. So,
and that's where the Kmart, the plaza where the
Right.
Kmart is, and I just thank God that we were told about you. But I must share them, getting back to how God told you this, because that's really, you shared that with my sister.
I did.
And
I share it with anybody that comes in here.
see,
I mean, and I think one of the things that God has me here for is to tell people about Him. And there's a lot of people that really sometimes just need to hear that God loves them, and that God's going to take care of them, and that God is there for them.
and you know what gets me? See, you're okay to say that. You're in a business, but you're okay to. It's okay with you to say that, and I don't understand the big deal that you can talk about everything. And I'm not talking about, some people cannot do that in their business. I understand that. But I mean, if you're out anywhere, you'll share God, if you're at the gas station, if you're, but I just don't understand why people just kind of, some people, because some of us not afraid.
I'm not afraid to.
Some people, I'm just saying it should be just as natural as saying, did you see that game last night?
Exactly. My thing is, on Saturdays, when my customers are leaving, do y'all have a church to go to? And if not, join me. I go to Journey Church. I'd love to have y'all. I sit on the back row so I can see everybody.
And where's Journey Church? And where's Journey Church?
Journey Church is at 1020 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. We have the best pastor in the world. His name is Pastor Darrell Miller.
Yeah.
I just love him to death.
Journey Church.
And it's called Journey Church, and I feel like that's my journey. So, God's got me on a journey. I found the church named Journey, so I'm there.
Wow. And I want to share with you all how I came about calling her. And I called you, well, I don't like to give the times because of when I air, and it doesn't sometimes line up. But with the, oh, you say bye to your customer. That's good.
Bye, sweetheart. Have a good day.
Yes. We do realize, and the audience realize we are doing a business that you know. We
Okay.
just want them to know about this great place over here. That's why you hear phones ringing and people coming
in and out.
Oh yeah. So they are familiar when we do this type.
Okay.
So I called you on Monday. So that Monday morning, I was saying, okay, Lord, I know it's time for me to do a business. Who do you want me to do? Who do you want me to do? And you came in. I couldn't remember your name or the name of the place. But like you say, that strongness when you know. And my sister, she couldn't remember,
Right.
but she remembered you.
Ah, bless her heart.
She
She's a
remembered
sweetheart.
you. Yeah, she remembered you. But anyway, the main thing is, I knew that you were supposed to be the next Did You Know. And so I just got on the internet and started Googling eyeglass places in Bossier, just anything, because I couldn't even think straight. I just started doing it, and finally I called 3 places. And I said, are you over there next to Sally's? And they said, no. I told you I got 2.
Right.
But the third time I got you. I just know it's not 10 minutes up already. We have to take another commercial. Give them that phone number again.
318-741-0678.
And they do have Medicaid. They just believe in helping people. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Deborah with Has God Heard From You Today? I'm spreading the focus of seeking God more, talking to God more. If you have a testimony and you're not ashamed to tell it, call me. Let's encourage others. Having a relationship with God is truly personal. Has God heard from you today? Welcome back, and again, we're here at Payless Optical. We're here with Miss Shirl Brown, the owner. Blessed woman of God, and just goes right along with this program. Has God heard from you today? Where we spread the focus of seeking God, talking to God more, and listening. And you did all 3 of those, and you're right here. And in our last few minutes, and it's just for you, because that's why we're on the air, to help somebody. I just want you to share how you came to Payless Optical again, because the story is just amazing.
I was praying. It was actually time for me to retire. I was praying, asking God, what should I do? Because the owner was going to close the store, and I just couldn't see that happening. It's too many people depend on us. We just provide for Medicaid children. We have over 1,500 frames for them to choose from. And I'm just sitting at my desk praying, asking God, what does he want me to do? I know it's not time for me to go home, even though I'm plenty old enough to. And he tells me to buy the store.
Yeah.
And he tells me this 3 times.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting and I'm praying.
So you
3 times.
stepped totally out on faith.
Totally out on faith. I spent every cent that I had saved for retirement. So, and I have a husband, or had a husband, that was terminally ill. And I knew that God was going to take care of me. So when it come to where I could afford this business, I spent all of our money and I bought it, and God has taken such good care of me.
Because you
since.
heard, she was seeking him. She heard what he said. She listened. But you spent a lot of time talking to God too, don't you? And
I do.
Yeah.
God and I are on a very first name basis.
And you can have it that way. You can have it that way. I'm still striving, and I just admire people that is so tight to that you can just step out. Cause see, I want you to know, Miss Brown, I'm still this TV program. I had to step out on faith. I had to be pushed. So that's why I want them to know, because people are struggling with right now.
Exactly.
With sometimes what to do.
Right.
Is this for real?
Right.
Does he really talk to you?
Yes.
So
he does.
so will you just give a little advice? We have to go, if they're seeking God, get in a quiet place.
Just talk to him. God is your friend. Talk to him just like he is your friend.
Yes.
He will answer you just like your best friend. And the hardest part is the obedience. What God tells you to do.
Yes.
That is the hardest part.
Yes, yes. Well, you're getting more customers coming in,
I am.
and I mean, and it's just beautiful to know that and see how He's blessing your business. And once again, she asked, God, what do I do? Now that's seeking Him.
Yes, ma'am.
That's seeking Him.
Yes,
So again, we are located at 3153
East Texas Street.
East Texas
Yes.
Street.
Payless Optical.
Payless
Bossier
Optical.
City.
And that phone number again?
318-741-0678.
And we gotta and don't worry about the noise. You're used to this when we were doing Did You Know? So did you know that they're over here? And we're just excited that they are. And again, the glasses that you said, y'all, I see London fog here and
Oh yes, ma'am. I have some designers.
Yeah.
I try and stay as updated as possible. You know, if you're not going to find those $500 frames here. But you know, we've got some super nice frames. They're good quality frames. We do excellent work. We guarantee our work. And customer service here is just awesome.
as we know, and that's why we're here. We have to go. We just thank you for tuning again. Thank you, Miss Brown,
Thank
for
you for
having me
having me.
over here. And we will see you next week. We're rushing. See you next week. Thank you for tuning in to Has God Heard From You today. We ask that you tune into us each Wednesday for inspiring testimonies and more. We're not here to tell you that going through is easy. We're here to tell you that if you believe in God and you have accepted Jesus as your personal Savior, then you have His word, you have His promise that He will never leave you nor forsake you. Has God heard from you today?
Yes, God has heard from me today.
If you would like to share your testimony or advertise your business or an upcoming event on this program, please call 318-222-2954. Also, visit our website at www.hasgodheardfromyoutoday.org.